Hi guys, my name is Stacy and my daughter Ava is in the 5th grade. So I thought I'd share my profession with you. I'm a cosmetologist, which means I can do hair or basic manicures, but mostly coloring hair, cutting hair, men or women's, kid or adult. And I have been doing this for about 16 years. I went to Blaine, which required 1,000 hours of Blaine time, and after that it's not done. You can do 1,000 hours of hair school at Blaine, but you also have to go and take your Massachusetts state license exam, which entails a long, grueling day of a practical exam where someone walks around and knows and sees what you can do practically, meaning it's not a written test. You show them everything you can do, and then there also is a written test. And then if you pass that, then you have your cosmetology license. And one of the things that inspired me was, even when I was you guys' age in 5th grade, I used to love cutting hair. I used to love just the thought of having my own station, and it just stuck with me. So someone that inspired me now, who's a role model to me now, is a man called Sam Vila, and he is just amazing at what he does. I learned from him watching videos and stuff like that. If anyone was ever interested in doing cosmetology, aka be a hairdresser, you would, or I should say, I would recommend that you really, really focus on school. It's a lot of science because you want to know what colors you mix, and beyond colors, I would really strongly recommend that you learn a second language. So when you have a client in your chair, you don't need to keep asking their family member, what did they say? What did they say? You know, if they speak Spanish fluently, you can communicate with them. It's a lot of schooling, so I wouldn't just say, hey, I don't need to go to school, because it's actually a lot of science. So I've been doing it about 16 years, and the best part of my job is when somebody comes in and they had lost all their hair because they had cancer. And sometimes when people have cancer, they need chemo to be okay again and not sick anymore. And the hair grows in quite differently. So when they have little like thin hair, I just like to make them feel, at least, if I can't get them to completely look the way they did before they had chemo. That's the best part of my job, because we do get quite a few of those clients. And I'd say the worst part of my job, I can't think of any right now, so it's pretty good. So if you guys have any other questions or anything like that, I will try to make another video. Let me see. Let me see if I got all of the questions. Yeah, that's it. I mean, pretty much it's a lot of school, and like I said, if anyone wants to do anything like this, I would do a lot of math, a lot of science, and definitely recommend you learning a second language. For example, before I wrap this video up, I would show you the triangle, the square and the round perimeter, which is a lot of math and science. And I wouldn't trade the past 16 years in for anything. And I would also recommend that you stick to your goal even if things get hard. And that's about it. It was good to inform you guys. Have a good one.
Hey guys, my name is Monique. I'm a nanny, and I am Mrs. Pavo's best friend. I have been working with kids for about 20 years. I started right out of high school. I am very old. I started in daycare. I took some classes at a local college in child growth and development and became a preschool teacher. I was an infant teacher for a few years, and then when I had my own daughter and wanted to be with her, I did nannying. And I love it very, very much. I love working with kids. I've always had that mothering type instinct to and taking care of the kids around me, my brothers and sisters, things like that. And that's what kind of pushed me in this direction. Let's see, the best part of my job is being able to help little humans learn things that they have never learned before. It's amazing. It's mind-blowing, you know, to see a baby go from like a blob of nothing to walking and talking, and knowing that you had a part in that is just killer. It's the best. The worst part is when the job is done. It's caring about these kids so much, and then they get too old and they go to school, or you know, the family moves away, or their mom decides to stay home, or their dad decides to stay home with them, and the job's over. That's really hard, but it's the job. You know, it just is what it is. Thankfully, I'm very lucky that I'm still in close contact with a lot of my families and kids. A day in my job is kind of just like what you guys, you know, lived through when you were little. I go breakfast, and I make all the meals, I take them outside, I play games and do art projects, and yeah, I mean, you know, when they're sick, I take care of them. We read books and help with homework and all kinds of stuff, just like a regular day at home. Let's see. So like I said, I took classes in child growth and development. I'm also currently a college student. I decided in my 30s to go to college for like very seriously and consistently. And eventually I'm going to be a therapist. But as a mom and a nanny, it takes me a little bit longer, but that's okay. I'm loving school as an adult, and it's really fun and exciting, and I can't wait to see what happens. Let's see. Sorry, I keep glancing down to check the questions. Advice to anyone who wants to go into it. I mean, I guess my advice is it's a very emotional job, and you have to be emotionally like prepared for what the job entails. Kids, you know, get sick and get hurt, and you know, like I said, they grow up and they don't need you anymore and things like that. And it's hard at times, but it's so wonderful and fulfilling. And you know, my advice would be to like get as many like classes or trainings or seminars or whatever, anything that comes up that even if it's not kid related, that is interesting, just do it. You know, if there's a book, just read it. You know, it all helps. You'd be surprised like what you randomly pull out, you know, and yeah, I mean, you know, find what you like. And if it's working with kids, then do it, because the world needs caring people who just want to love and take care of kids. All right. Well, happy career week, and yeah, take care, guys. Bye.